guys? Welcome to another episode of the GINN podcast. This is your host, GWeezy11. This is your first time with us, with watching the video, streaming, whatever. My name is Gilbert Sanchez. We literally talk about anything and everything about this podcast. But on today's episode, we got Kira. Did I say that right?
Kira.
And Janelle.
Yes.
So they have another podcast called the Do You Sis podcast. Dope name, by the way.
Thank you.
Mine is pretty basic, but yeah. So we have, these are our two guests today. We're going to be talking about some stuff. I know we got a lot of questions to go over, but I appreciate the support the last couple episodes because that's been dope to see. But let's get into it. How did y'all come up with the Do You Sis podcast name?
Well, we like to credit our little sister, or she likes to credit herself, pardon. Yeah. Because we would always talk about we always wanted to do a podcast. Everyone's always told us y'all should have one. We talk all the time. Our stories are just only happen to us.
Yeah.
And so we were we're always like pride ourselves and pretty much like do what you want to do. Like
we're all different. We're three completely different people. So her decisions and mine are different.
So it's y'all two sisters. You have a younger sister.
Yeah, we have a younger sister.
Oh, and practically like the oldest sister.
Yeah,
she's way too mature for her age. And
that's hilarious.
So practically we always just be like, whatever, do you, sis? We would say that on a daily basis because we just never agreed with each other's decisions. So we'd just be like, do you, sis? And then my little sister was like, that should be our podcast name. Yeah. And then she flaked out. So
it was supposed to be a trio, but she's like, too busy for us with school and
a psychologist.
Trying to be dramatic.
Always throws that in our face. Like in my Psych 201 class, they say, I'm like, nobody cares.
So it's just us two.
Yeah.
So what's your sister's name?
Kadisa. She graduated
17.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's a young one.
Okay.
We're 22.
So y'all just came up with that, and then from there it's been good ever since.
Because we were trying to do it for a long time, but scheduling and then finally
we'd be stalling.
Yeah,
we'd really be stalling.
I was stalling?
We'd both be stalling.
Like
we're gonna do it. Like since we were like in the 8th grade, and we just never did it. And then we were like, fuck it.
So y'all want to do a podcast when you're in the 8th grade?
Yeah, we were supposed to do like YouTube. We're all it for so long and podcasting, and just wanted to get into like that type of world.
Yeah, but our parents did not understand.
No.
So they were not supportive, and they were like, you need to go to college and you need to play sports, but like social media is shit. And now we're like, look, mom and dad, if we wouldn't let us do it, then we would have, because we didn't have no cameras, no computers, they wouldn't let us use anything. So they were just like, go to school, that's the only way I'll make money.
School and sports.
That's crazy because I mean, you think about when you were in 8th grade or when you were younger, social media wasn't even, it was a thing, but it wasn't something you could.
It was like a career.
We were trying to do it like from the jump up. And what was funny was me and my little sister, we actually had like a viral video on YouTube. So embarrassing. And it was like we recreated the Jersey Shore fight, like Sammy and Jenny, the famous one. Yeah. And then at the time got like 40,000 views. And back then on YouTube, like that was not heard of. It was like 2009. It was all hate comments. Like it was so bad. But we were like,
good press.
Yeah, but we were like, oh my God, 40,000 people, like again, all hating us.
Y'all can keep talking, hold on.
Embarrassing and stuff. But we were like, let's try to make this our job. And our parents were embarrassed. And we're like, take that off the internet. You're never gonna get into college. I'm like, no one's gonna look up a video from 2009, but yeah. And then
my bad. I was
oh, no, you're fine.
No, you're good.
I forgot my freaking camera mic was not on.
Oh.
So we were just like,
yeah, well, it's gonna sync up, but I just have to edit a part. There's a light on here that tells me that it's not syncing up, and it was flashing. So
so fancy,
so professional together.
No, trust me, it took a while for me to understand like everything, like this, the mics, what type of mics to buy, just how to upload it to freaking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, like all this. I mean, you're familiar with Anchor, so it's kind of the same thing that I use, but. Yeah, it took a while, man.
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
Yeah, I do like the behind the scenes.
I tried to do my own one time and it fucked it all up. So Kara's like, don't ever do it again.
Yeah,
I, like, okay.
I do the whole behind the scenes stuff, which is fine because it works because I enjoy doing like the picture editing.
I like editing videos, like YouTube and stuff. But like when it comes to the techie stuff, I'm like, no, pass it over there.
That's interesting. So when y'all started the podcast, how did y'all come up with, like, y'all were just going to talk about anything and everything, or it's just...
Okay, so
the only reason why I say is because, I mean, I just did a little research, so each podcast episode is something different, which is cool. I mean, I liked it. I listened to a couple just to kind of get some background, and I found it very, very interesting on some of them.
Oh my gosh, fun story. Being that we are sisters, we don't care what we say to each other. So when we first started this podcast, our very first meeting was
a screaming match.
Because we had two different ideas, like
vibes you were trying to go for.
Yeah, it was just so bad.
And then it's bad. Every single one of our family, we're all type A. So no one's giving in. Everybody's strong, my opinion.
Hold on, what's a type A?
It's like alpha. Like all of us are stubborn. We don't like to be wrong.
It's our way or the highway. And so all of us are like that. Both of our parents are the same. So that's why we're like, they're meant to be, because I don't think anybody else on this earth like handle the other one.
My dad was in the Marine Corps too. So like he's like military and stuff like that. So our first
and like the old school military, not nowadays where they're like accepting and nice. Like back in the day, like where they're like beating you up and super like strict and stuff.
Shit.
So our first meeting was just
it was shit. We were just like, I'm not doing this. We're gonna have our own podcast.
And then our parents got involved. Nobody asked them, but they got involved in putting their input, and it was horrible. And then we finally, like 2 days later, okay, let's really sit down and like let one talk and then go. And then we kind of just were like, we don't want to be like put in a bubble. Like, people like just have crime podcasts.
Yeah, like a specific niche. Yeah.
So we were like, let's just each episode talk about a topic, and then but have a topic in mind, not just what we're talking about today. Like, have it kind of like set up.
And like our biggest like goal or vibe for our podcast is to feel like you're part of like our family, hanging out with us. Because there's some people that are only child, or like don't get along with their siblings, so we just kind of want it to be like you're our fourth sister,
like just hanging out with us, like if you were just in the living room talking, because we don't want it to be super like point.
That's what I had a hard time figuring out. Just obviously meeting new people and trying to network with these people, but actually having a conversation to where you figure out just different things they like, or they might be into something that you're into, and y'all can talk about that a little bit more. So just different things you can connect with people just makes the conversation a lot smoother. And that's something I struggled with at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was kind of timid and just not actually talking to people, keeping like short talking with people. And just open up a little bit. I think that kind of helped me out too. So
we sometimes we're we're like, we don't even know these people, and we're just going off. Like, let's just reel it in.
Which is funny because
it's good. Trust me. I personally think it's good because coming from this side where it's just you're not actually talking to people like that, you're not open with a lot of things. It can kind of turn people away sometimes. But
I struggle with that because I'm such a meet a friend at Target. Like, hi, what's your name? We're best friend. Like, I'm so like it's funny because we're both pretty out there, but she's more like reserved. Like, let me get to know you. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, can I use her? Okay, now we're best friends. Like, I have a whole conversation.
I'm the complete opposite. Like, sometimes, like, I won't talk to someone if they don't talk to me first. But once you talk to me, then I can continue to talk. But I'm never, like, at the coffee shop. Like, are you in that class? That's not me.
No, I'm like, oh my God, are you reading that book? But she's like,
I love that class.
And then I'll have a whole conversation.
And then I'm the person sitting down like, why is this person coming to talk to me? Let me do my work. Like, that's how we're like.
It's okay. It works.
Yeah, it works. Because sometimes I'll be like, Kara, can you go do it? Like, she'll go talk to somebody. And then when she needs something like more stern, she'll be like, you said blah, blah. So like, it kind of works.
I don't like confrontation. I'm like, why are you mad? Like, I'll be happy. And she's more like the stern one. Like,
that's good. That's good. I'm do y'all go to school currently right now?
Nope.
I
do. Honestly, it's not even. I just like to ask, but honestly, I don't even think it's a thing anymore at this point in time. Like, it's so different. It's different.
No, I went to school for 2 years, and then it wasn't for me. So, and that's my story.
That's it.
Well, like, I was the opposite. Well, I went to school in Houston on a soccer scholarship. So I did my undergrad there, and now I'm doing my master's online.
What are you doing the master's for? Like, what do you major in?
Public health administration.
That's cool. Well, I don't use my degree, as you can tell. I do something totally different. But I think the biggest, what's the biggest thing y'all think y'all learned in college? Or, I mean, you're still going, but what would you say, like, the biggest thing?
Well, my undergrad was totally different than grad school. So learning, like, actual school-wise, I probably remember.
Yeah.
But I guess just prioritizing my time, honestly, was the biggest thing. Because, like, high school, you don't really have much to worry about.
Especially Southwest.
Yeah, especially Southwest.
Don't get me into, I don't.
I was just kind of nervous. I wonder if he's like one of those prideful Southwest
people. No. I've had episodes talking like just things they need to fix. Like as far as when I was in school, just different things they need to teach and stuff like that. And I was just
100%.
like, yeah, it definitely didn't prepare me for the
Nobody.
real nobody. Yeah,
No.
exactly. And I think it's
It was more just like a hobby, like to go hang with your friends. That's
Exactly.
what high school honestly was.
It's funny because I was telling my dad the other day, I don't even remember studying for a test or if I had homework. I generally don't remember the like academic part of Southwest at all.
I do because I had a shitty teacher I'll never forget, but she was
No
the worst.
names.
I was like, "You're relaxed. You're acting like we're on the north side. You act like we're big old private schools. Like calm down with the homework." But yeah, it was honestly just to hang out with our friends.
Do you think it's like that at other schools? Like
No.
on other side of
No,
town?
because the school we came from, I don't know if you remember my dad. He was an ROTC instructor.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Gunner, I don't know. But he was so we went to that school. So before we went to Southwest, we were at like a 2A school. And they were like
racist ass white town.
That's a whole other story.
I was like, oh my god, very known.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
And they were all about school.
Yeah, it was like you couldn't use your phone. If you got caught, you had to pay $15 to take it back.
Even on the bus.
$15.
Even on the bus. We're not even on school grounds and they were taking on the bus.
Yeah, it was just like
And this was high school.
Yes,
Yeah.
high school.
Jesus.
And like it was all about academics. Like there were sports obviously, but it was like it was night and day when I went
For sure.
from the school to Southwest.
Like, well, we were learning like at my old school and then going, because I went in 8th grade, then to McNair where I went, I was like, I remember learning this in like 6th grade and they were learning in 8th grade and I was like, what the heck?
Same here, because I went there my junior year, second semester, and what we were learning in English, I've already learned my first semester of sophomore year. So I was like, oh, of course that like pushed me back. So I was like, I don't have to do this. Like, which was not the Southwest mentality. But yeah, it was just like crazy. Yeah. Like, so Southwest
it definitely is a difference. But I also think it's how much money the school has. And,
I think we talked about that too. Like how much funding comes from the actual city and just different places, and to put towards like academics, to put towards just other things.
But the teachers there, Southwest was one of the highest paying districts in all
I saw
of
that
San Antonio. So I was like, how are these teachers getting paid so much money and doing so little?
I think it's because they have to have like an effect, like, oh, I'm going to pay you a certain amount of money, but the environment is not what you're going to be expecting at another school, if that makes sense.
Right.
So like it's students are going to be different. They're not going to listen to you. Yeah, they're just it's going to be a different. So I think that just where it has the money comes in. That's my view on it. But
it's funny because when I went to Southwest, it was such a culture shock. Because we went to a predominant white school,
racist. I'm always gonna add that in because people there, like I'm still
PC.
Well, like I'm still friends with like some people that went to school there, but they were white. So I said you wouldn't know because you're white.
That's true. You know what I mean? Get a whole other topic on that too.
Don't get me started.
But like they were like, so it was really like dress code. It was like there was if a girl got pregnant, it was like such shunned upon. And then we went to Southwest. I remember seeing 2, lesbians holding hands, making out, and I was like, Dad, like there were like people like making out, like 2 girls. Like I knew what lesbians were, obviously, like but like from going to that school to Southwest was such a culture shock. Yeah. Like it was so weird.
Yeah,
and, like,
for sure. Even with me, like in 8th grade, like my olds, like we were middle schoolers, but like the difference of like people were, and I didn't even go to like McCullough, which was like the ghetto school or whatever. Even at McNair, like what they were talking about and doing and saying. Yeah. And when my old school in 8th grade, I was like, what the heck? Like, y'all are talking about this and you're like 13, 14. We were like, from where I went to school, and it was just like, I was like, whoa, it's just like real school.
This is like real.
Yeah, like what we felt like.
It's a real experience.
Yeah, I was like, really, this is like what real school is.
I'm glad though we switched.
100%. I would not change it for anything.
So it taught you some things.
Oh yeah. It taught me to be open-minded. It taught me to, I've already been a social butterfly, but like a lot more outgoing with different types of people, I guess, and it was just nice. It was a lot of opportunities where like Dragon News my shit. Like Dragon News was my baby. I just want to put that out there that I'm so sad it went to shit because
what happened to it?
Like it's people don't care about it anymore.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like with Dragon News, when I was there, like it was like a big deal. To get on Dragon News. And then my sister, who's there, she was like, nobody watches that. I was like,
nobody even watched that. Like when I was
there. So hurt because I was like the annoying reporter that went all the time. I was like editor. I was really indulged into it, and it was just sad that it went down to shit.
Well, that's good that y'all hate Southwest. That's good.
I was
I'm like everybody but my friends. Everybody else I hate but my friends.
I gotcha. Do y'all still like talk to anybody that's from high school, or it's just kind of just?
I only talk to one person.
I have a lot of friends still from high school.
That's good. That's good. But with me, it's different because like I've had friends that, and we've been friends for like 15 years now. So we've been friends since like sixth or seventh grade. There's like a group of 10 of us. Um, I don't know. It's just crazy to see that we just came so far and we still talk.
And grew up
Yeah,
together.
grew up together. I mean, some of them are married, some of them have kids, and it's different when you talk to people about this stuff because some people don't have it and some people don't experience the things they have with friends. But I don't know. That's another topic.
Yeah. We kind of did. My little sister got it the best because like we moved around a lot as kids, so we never really had friends that like, oh, since kindergarten and first grade, blah, blah. So like we never really got that, which I wanted as a kid. I was like, dang, I wish I would have had like a friend that was like from third grade. Now I don't even know where they are. You know,
I like all my friends all over the country. Like, you go visit so and so in California.
That's true.
Because you're in the military, right?
Yeah, we're in the military. So
that makes sense.
I'm glad I didn't really stick in one spot. Stick in one spot because I love that there's friends everywhere that I can just.
And then it taught you to adapt. That's why I liked it because I liked moving because you always got to see new things. And you know, some people are used to like, honestly, like only like a San Antonio lifestyle. So when they go other places, they're kind of like, oh, like
there's a world out there, baby, not just San Antonio.
Yeah, no, for real.
I had to learn that recently, like 3 years ago. Like I didn't travel for till like 2017 into 2018, and I think the first place I went to Vegas, and then after that it was like Chicago, just different places, and you see just cultures is different. The way people dress, the way people talk, things,
the dressing's the hugest thing.
It's really, really different, especially coming back to San Antonio and seeing that they're behind on trends. I'm not gonna lie,
especially with outfits. Like I hate when I see like even like all my friends, they look so cute in their outfits, and they're always like, I don't want to wear it because you don't wear that here, and you look stupid. But if you were to go to like LA, it's like, oh, her outfit's on point. That's why I'm like, and even like something as little as breakfast tacos is like a San Antonio thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Even almost a Texas thing. Because when you go to other places where there's obviously, you know, Mexican food and you say tacos, they think just the hard shell.
Yeah.
They don't think like little breakfast tacos. And when we moved here, we asked for tacos and we used to like, you know, we asked for a burrito. And like over there, like, well, we came from California and the burritos were breakfast tacos here. So we would say burrito and we would get like 3 little burritos. And we got like this huge burrito with all this stuff. And we're like, what is this? And like, we asked for a burrito, not a taco. And I was like, I don't want a hard shell. And they were like,
eat tacos for breakfast? Like,
it was really weird. But I think it's like cool because like that's like a San Antonio thing. So when you go other places, like
I mean, the biggest thing to like see the trends is just social media, right? So you can see what people are doing in LA and New York. You can just kind of learn from that. And also too, I mean, you can see what people are doing in China, Japan. You can see what fits are coming from there. Europe, because I think that's kind of the basis of where everything pretty much comes from as far as fashion, in my opinion. And then it kind of just transitions into the United States. But yeah, social media, I think, is the big thing. How do y'all feel about like now with social media and like using with kids going to school and not going to school too as well, like using virtual schooling? Like what are y'all views on that?
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Romy?
Whichever one.
Go first. Okay. I think it's a good and a bad thing, honestly, because to me, like I heard the other day, one of my friends' like little siblings literally said, I want to grow up to be an influencer.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so crazy to me to think like that's instead of a doctor, lawyer, or teacher, I want to be an influencer. And I was like, that is just so crazy. I think it's a good thing and a bad thing because it's like, I think it ruins a lot of people's mindsets.
Yeah.
Definitely ruins self-esteem for sure.
Yeah.
And in a way, it causes almost more harm than good. Because to me, I'm just like, it's created one viral video and like your life's changed forever. And I feel like they get paid so much.
So quickly too.
And more than what they honestly like need sometimes. I'm like, so one girl makes a viral video. One of our friends, remember, she got like viral on TikTok. And now is like quitting all her jobs, everything all for like one video. And like, she's like, I went to all this school for nothing. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, honestly, I think it's a good thing. It's a bad thing at the same time.
I have to agree with that because the good thing is, you know, you can get yourself out there and you can make money off a viral video. That's the good thing. It's like, oh, you know, because I'm trying to go viral on TikTok. TikTok's
not happening.
TikTok's against me. But like as quickly as that, now like, you know, Addison Rae, quick, cute video. Now she's, you know, chilling with the Kardashians, movie deals. I can do that, but also like so many kids
kill themselves.
Yeah, they're expecting to look this way because like if there's like
because back in the day it was just like models.
Yeah.
And it was just like what I think is funny because like now skinny's out and everybody wants to be BBL and slim thick. Also because I think of social media.
100%.
But like you only saw it like through magazines and if you watch TV. And now it's everywhere you look on everybody's phone, you have to look like this. Look, rather than just, seeing it on TV. So I think definitely for girls, for sure. They're like, I have to have a BBL now. Everybody has BBL. I have to have big hips.
I think it really ruined the mental too. Because one, mental health is still, it's still talked about now, but it's not as talked about as it was. And especially back then, it was kind of suppressed. Now with social media, it's getting exposed to how unhealthy our minds really are. Especially younger kids. There's crazy that they're 10-year-olds killing themselves. When I was 10, I was playing house.
Yeah.
I was playing house.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But I do think social, it's it's a good with marketing. You can make
and business, great for business.
But so bad. I don't know. I don't think, because my biggest thing is I don't think no one ever taught us social media. So we were never told this could be really bad for your psyche or not. We just kind of one day Instagram appeared. Because even MySpace was I guess the first type of social media,
right?
Get out there, yeah.
And that was the biggest thing back then was predators. You would never thought about social, or not social media, imagery. It was just oh my God, who are you talking to online? And now it's more.
It's huge, yeah. It's more broad. People with some trolls. There's some trolls out there, and I think that goes back to the mental health, that someone can actually create an account, not put an image or anything like that. Go comment on an Instagram post just whatever the most disgusting thing someone can see. And then that's just the downfall of a trickling effect that's been happening.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's crazy because if you don't grow up in a household where mental health is talked about, or you're not a strong-minded type of family, you're not even knowing how to deal with that. Sorry, because in our house we were really raised strong-minded people. So if someone would call me a bitch and a hoe, I'm just laughing. I'm okay, you can call me anything in the world and it doesn't affect me,
at all.
But there are kids that aren't coming from those families, so they're not even knowing how to deal with it. Oh my God, someone's not my friend, someone doesn't like me.
Right. That's what I don't like too, the likes. To me, because it's kind of followers don't really matter. It's your likes. Me personally, people think, because it's you can have 1 million followers, but if you get 1,000 likes, it's is anybody really paying attention?
Yeah.
But then that thought process makes people be I have so many followers and I only get this many likes. So it's nobody likes me. I need to, take more provocative pictures. That's what people, just it kind of makes you totally,
because I'm taking provocative
photos. Yeah, so you can never win.
It's just a constant cycle.
Terrible.
So I saw the thing where they're trying to take away likes, and I think that to me is good because people post 9 times out of 10 to get likes. Nobody posts back in the day, especially on Facebook and stuff. It was of your food, of this, little things just to show what you're doing. And now it's I need to get likes. You know what I mean? So I think they should take that away.
Just to get the attention, I think, or just to, I don't even know the right word. Sorry, but it's just to get that attention. I think, just to feel seen. I think it's just to feel seen, and it's
and
terrible.
I blame it on society, how it created it that.
A monster.
Literally. Because have you seen that Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma?
That is so good.
You
need to watch it.
You have to watch it because it breaks down how social media works. So right now we're talking about core water, and all of a sudden it's going to pop up on our feed. Because how everything's listening. It breaks it. It's honestly kind of scary to think about how much goes into all this stuff that we're just either we see it and just don't care about, or we just generally don't know.
Yeah, and even the creators of the actual button said that they regret making it, but when they made it in their head, they didn't see it as negative. They saw it as
we like
this. But if you don't get enough, I don't know why they didn't think about that. Now you're not, valid to society or whatever.
Really think about this is going to be the next trolling thing,
Yeah, I think that's so crazy.
It's just crazy that there are people that generally sit there and that's their main purpose in life.
But it's good though, because I don't watch the news. I find everything out on Twitter.
That's a positive,
you know what I mean? So I think that's a good sign of social media.
But Twitter's also not always true.
I only get the verified CNN account. You know what I mean? I don't get those stupid little trolls.
Going on a rant, getting pissed off, and then I actually researched and I'm damn, I'm on the wrong side of history.
So there's some viral stuff that is not true, and you just have to do that research. But to go back to I guess the privacy about it. So funny you say TikTok, because I was actually watching a TikTok, and this lady had went to, I think it's ads.google.com or whatever, and you can see what ads they're putting out to you based on stuff you like, based on profiles you go to, and just different things like that. So that's actually information that people actually sell just to get money from it. Not necessarily Google. I'm not too sure if they sell your information or not. Maybe, but it's just weird to see that they it's a thing. Like they are getting the data just to make money off of you as
they get me every time on Instagram. Like, because I'm like, dang, that's a really cute shirt. Like, I always tell myself, do not fall into the ads because that's what they're doing. Yeah. But I still fall in.
And they spend millions of dollars on.
We have to do that though, because we're trying to put our
see, like if I see businesses, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if I see ads for giant names, I'm like, you don't need this. Like Forever 21, Nike, like everybody knows you. Like when I see little businesses, those are the ones I like to see because I'm like, you don't get a commercial every 5 minutes on TV, but like those big ones, I'm just like, you already make billions of dollars. Like you don't need to bombard my fucking my page.
That's their commercials though now. It's social because think how much time you're on your phone
more than you watch
your TV now. Even
or
on
like YouTube. Yeah,
same thing.
Same thing.
Do you think it has like? Because we go back to the mental health part, like there's depression, there's insomnia, there's different things that come with being on social media for a long time. Like, man, if you're on TikTok long enough, it starts to give you a screen where it's like, hey, you need to take some time off. I think I was like a lie. It must have been like an hour and a half. And then it was just like, it brought up another video. It was just like, hey, take some time off. Or are you good? I don't know if you've ever been that far on TikTok, but
I was like that on Vine.
Oh, okay.
See, like TikTok, like I'm not a TikToker.
Oh, I love TikTok.
Hate the dances are annoying as shit. It ruins songs for me. And then it's too long. Like for a part 2, I'm like, I want to know now. Like, you know what I mean?
People,
or like, Vine, I would laugh and die in 6 seconds. And I thought it was like brilliant. But TikTok, it's like, you got to read the caption.
But I also have to tell her, you have to find your TikTok. Like, once you find your For You page algorithm,
I just refuse.
You live on it. Like, I have like dog videos, cooking videos.
But they have literally anything you can think about.
Anything you can think about is on there.
Literally.
So once you get on that For You
page, you know what I do though?
Perfect.
I find the ones I do like, but they're always on Twitter. And I love Twitter because I love to laugh. But like, when I see something on TikTok, it ends up on Twitter. I'm like, okay, this is what I watch on TikTok. I'm not going to download the app to go. She sends it to me all the fucking time.
She never open this.
I'm at work.
I took the time out of my day because I know Janelle's going to genuinely laugh at this. And she doesn't open it. I'm like,
okay, no, that's a lie. Don't play me. I will watch them, but like at my lunch or something. She'll send them all day. And I'm like, I can't sit there freaking watch TikToks, especially the long ones. I'm like, oh my God.
But those are, I like it. Going with social media, I like TikTok because there's so many creative people on there. Like, yes, the dances ones, like, I understand.
Cannot stand those.
But there's so much creativity on that, which is insane that, me trying to go viral, but how much time goes into a video to do that.
Yeah.
But I think it's crazy how TikTok blew up, honestly. Like, I heard of it, but not to, like, obviously the quarantine, how quickly it blew up.
No. Do you remember? Okay, literally.
She said no.
I swear. I was like, something is wrong with me because I used to, like, when I was younger, would, like, scroll the app store, like, when it first came out to see what was, like, in and poppin', right? Yeah. And I remember seeing Vine before it was big, but I didn't get the concept. And I was like, 6 seconds is stupid. Then it blows up. I was like, dang, I should have started in the beginning and would have been famous. Okay. Then I saw
she would have been famous if she started.
No, I swear. And then I see Musical.ly. Remember how that was huge?
Yeah, that was huge.
I saw it before it was big, and I was like, I'm not gonna lip sync. This is dumb. What happened? They got big. I saw TikTok and I did not get the concept. I was like, what is this? Famous again. So I said, the next time that I see an app, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm gonna fucking do it.
But you also have to be cringy, and you don't like to be cringy.
I know.
I love to be. I don't care. I don't care. I will be cringy.
It looks like you got it.
No. Let me tell you, we have the formula of a perfect TikTok. We have a baby.
Yeah, those are in.
We have, I have dogs.
Those are in.
We have dogs.
They are dogs.
My dad is an attention whore. He will do. We just have to get on his level. And then our youngest sister, who could be the star of everything, refuses to do. We have the perfect formula to go for a TikTok.
Because the parent dancing, those go big. My dad can dance so well. My little sister can dance so well. We have a cute baby, which is my son. Yeah. He's a cute baby, and we have a cute dog. Yeah. All the ones we need to go viral.
But you know what? No one wants to do the cringy but me. Nobody wants to do it.
So what's the cringy?
Like to do dances, to do dances, to lip sync, to do what you have to do to be famous.
Yeah,
no one wants to do it with me.
No, I gave her a cute idea for my baby one. I thought it was cute, and then she didn't do it, so it's okay.
But I'm just saying, but like I said, you don't like to do the cringy stuff.
I can't.
So you won't be famous.
I just can't see myself like.
So what do you feel comfortable doing if you don't mind me asking?
I'm like anything else. Literally. I'm like anything else. I just can't see myself like sitting there. practicing in the mirror. Like,
and I'm learning.
No, like literally the other day driving home from work in the neighborhood, I was like, oh, people are outside playing. I get closer and these girls are putting the phone up and they're making TikToks. And I was like, this is so crazy. Like,
I've seen people in the like parking lot of Target just put up a tripod and
you know what?
I will do that. Like, I don't know. Like, I recording like vlogging, I feel like it's different because you're just like being yourself. But like,
but it's funny because like I have a YouTube channel and I would vlog, and it's crazy how you think that's more comfortable holding your phone talking to yourself around the store.
I know, right?
But you can't put your phone in your room and record a dance to yourself.
Yeah. It's just the practicing. I think like makes me great.
I just want to automatically be good.
You just imagine like the girls just like hours, like
it doesn't take hours, you know, because I'm a professional.
The fast ones where they're like, they do.
I'm like, but it's fun though. That's why I keep saying it's so much fun.
And so TikTok released in 2017.
That's
and
crazy.
September of 2017 ish.
Well, 2 years?
Yeah, 3 years. 2 years and a half to actually pop off.
Yeah.
But I think the pandemic is what really kind of set it off.
Really
people just
hit it off.
Didn't do shit.
Okay, so let's change the gears here.
This is his podcast. Go for it. What's up?
Let's take it over.
Yeah,
let's take advantage of having good equipment. But no, okay, now that we're talking about social media, what are your views on OnlyFans?
So me and my friends talk about this a lot. I'm like 50-50 on it. Like I'm like, yeah, you do you, boo. Like, go ahead and make your money. But then
you wouldn't want your girlfriend to do it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So if my girlfriend did do it, I would definitely wouldn't be
with her.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be right in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm all for other girls doing
That's
it.
That's how my boyfriend is. Like, he doesn't want me to do it.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Even though we can make bank.
I see. Okay, because it was originally not for nudes. It was originally
like
just
Patreon.
Like, Patreon.
Like I remember.
And then somebody got smart and was like, well, people want to see sex sells, which I totally agree with. And then they started making it like this thing. I don't think celebrities should have OnlyFans personally. You already got millions. Don't take it away from people who
Bella Thorne.
Fucking dumb bitch. Like, I saw this whole thing on it and it pissed me off because she's the reason why now it's taxed. And I was like,
I know. We have to wait 30 days.
Yeah, and like you
Not
can't.
that I've done it.
Wait, 30 days for what?
Like, before you was able to get paid instantly, you know, now it's kind of like a little waiting period.
And now there's a cap on tips.
Yeah.
Like, because people used to get tipped thousands and thousands. And then Bella Thorne fucked up.
Cute. So
I know.
$1 million.
That's why Zendaya's up here, girl. And Bella Thorne.
She has an OnlyFans too, Zendaya?
No.
I was like,
he's like, let me subscribe.
Turning women against each other.
But no, like, you know, Zendaya's an Oscar winner up here, and Bella Thorne's a fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah.
But like, to me personally, like, I don't know. I feel like it's easy money, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. You have to be smart with it. I think you can't do that forever. You know what I mean?
There's people making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
My friend just made $500 because this guy used to be like a subscriber, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she hasn't been on because she had a girlfriend. He was like, I really want a picture, but she's like, okay, we'll send $500 since it's been a while to make up for the lost time. Like, okay, bam, cash out.
I've even seen where girls, like, or guys, just older gentlemen, just hit these girls up and they actually just want to talk. Like, they don't even want nudes, anything like that.
What fan was that?
They just want to talk, and that's the crazy part about it. It's like, damn, you going through some shit right now.
Like,
and it's just
literally that's crazy. Yeah, instead of a therapist,
exactly.
You're paying some random bitch that you find attractive. But like, I would do it. Like, but I just don't want it to catch up with me in the future. That's where I would, because it's always going to come up some way, shape, or form. And like, if I do want to, you know, be a CEO one day, it's even if it's stupid, if it's something I did in my 20s, it's going to be like, sorry, girl, 30 years ago, you were whatever.
Well, hopefully by then it's a little more acceptable with like you know,
people, right?
Yeah, tattoos or like it's going to be more acceptable. Hopefully by then.
Personally, I would not
Actually,
mind
no,
if my boyfriend had OnlyFans. That's money for both of us. They're not touching you.
So full nude.
Yeah, I wouldn't care because I'm just like, I think it would be weird if you got some friend subscribers. To me, that's a little weird. But if it's just like someone in Africa who you're never going to have a relationship with, and it's just pictures and videos, it's just like, and you make $100,000 a month.
You said if Tony does?
Yeah, I would not care.
Oh yeah, if Derek does it, I don't care.
I would not care.
That
at
is
all.
interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if my boyfriend did it.
It's $100,000 for both of us, not just you. Like, now I'm living and I'm driving a Porsche because you sent one dick pic. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and who cares? To me, it's just like, okay, what if he's an actor? Is that different?
Not necessarily.
Like 50 Shades? You're getting paid?
But you're not showing your full-on frontal.
50 Shades was pretty graphic.
It was graphic, but
especially
it wasn't
for her, not really for him. Like, you saw like the shaft. That's pretty much almost the entire thing.
It's just wild that you're actually comfortable with it. Well, both of y'all.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind my boyfriend. My boyfriend doesn't want me because he's like,
my boyfriend's just afraid. He's like, I think it's weird because like, what if? To me, I'm like, that's your friend's problem. Like,
is it just the money aspect? Yeah. Like that you're comfortable with? Like,
oh yeah.
If you was looking like $10, it's like hang it up. Dude.
That's it.
Yeah. I make more getting a real job. But like if you make $100,000 a month just for sending pictures, like that to me,
I don't know.
Like I just wouldn't care.
I just feel it's disrespectful to yourself.
That's
to a certain extent.
That's why I said it's just,
I don't know.
For a girl.
But that's
a guy is different. So
for
like
a guy, I wouldn't care because I know for a fact my boyfriend wouldn't because like
yeah.
I don't know if it's old school or traditional, but like you're everything for you is me. Maybe a boob pic, maybe he might kind of just.
Yeah.
I'm like they're out there anyway. Might as well get some $10. What if I accidentally have a bikini on that one day and just happen to upload it? Like I'm wearing it like that anyway. I think he said if it was a full nude.
That's what I was saying because some aren't full nude. Some of them are just like sexy pictures.
Yeah.
Like with just lingerie or like even if their feet or just like a butt pic.
I'm trying to find a feet website.
Like, there's people out there.
I'm trying. I haven't found one.
There's people for everything. There's like knees.
Knees?
I heard elbows.
Got some nice ass knees.
I know. Like my elbows.
There's freaky people out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like again, I wouldn't want my daughter doing it. But to me, I'm like, if you're making $1 million a year just for being hot, like that's
y'all making me change my mind now.
If you think about it, it's kind of like you're going to school, you're doing 9 to 5, and like what I make in a month, you make in an hour.
Yeah, that's my friend crazy. Said she was like, all was particular subscriber wanted gym pictures. I already uploaded to Snapchat my exact photo to him, and bam, $50 every time. And then of course he's like a cuter bra or something that shows maybe a little more, but she's like, I'm already uploading it to Snapchat. Mm-hmm. Like, might as well get $50 out of it.
So how does that work? Are you familiar though? Like, so for instance, did she receive the money before?
Yes.
And
then she also has her subscribers, so you pay monthly for her photos. And then there's people that like the personal.
And then you could subscribe, say like for a month, ask for I want this and this, and then unsubscribe. So then you get whatever money that tip I gave you or whatever. But now I think like the cap is like $1,000, $2,000 per tip.
Yeah. She had like a personal thing too. Like you can ask for personal
messages. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Too.
So it's like, so there's one guy like I don't know how graphic he on there, but pleasuring yourself, and he was gonna send her $800 just for a quick 10-second video. But that's also you have to also want to do private because I think she still has it up.
Yeah, because she have private ones.
But she doesn't do the private anymore because she does have a boyfriend. But they're. I'm not gonna put their stuff on blast.
Man, what's her name?
What's her Instagram? What's her
She was gonna help you out, girl.
But like I don't know, because like someone could say how much for ABC. Yeah, so you can kind of control how far you go too.
On top of whatever they're subscribing to monthly. You don't have to
show your face. I know there are people that don't show their face that have masks.
That's people are into that.
Jesus.
So honestly, I would do if they had masks.
It's there. I'm gonna have to shed a little LBs a little bit first before I go.
But like, because there's some people,
well, I'm not fat, I'm cute.
But there's some people.
I'm cute.
But there's some people out there who are into some stuff. So like, if they want you to wear an Iron Man mask, like I'll fucking wear an Iron Man mask. You don't even know who I am. Like, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, just the money.
I think it's because we've been so bred that showing your body is so disrespectful, so taboo. And now, because I used to be real on that side. Like, it'll, be presentable. And now I'm like,
but there's a different and time and place for everything.
That's true.
You know
but if I'm, wearing a cute top, that's not my fault that you're getting turned on. Why should I be leaving the shirt?
Yeah, see, that I don't agree with.
Like, why should I leave?
You know what I mean? Turned on, I totally agree.
But go.
I think it just goes back to the standard, right? Like, we've been engraved that these, like, men can do whatever the fuck they want, show off, like, and then girls, you get a fucking nip slip and the whole world goes crazy. And it's like,
poor Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Or like all the celebrities. But honestly, it's just like, who cares?
Yeah, I'm at that point now. So I'm just like, I'm gonna do you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's everyone also has their own personal opinion on it.
Do y'all think the government should censor some of that stuff? Like because there's more viewers as far as the youth looking at, and like
that's their parents' job.
That's how I see it.
Because even though kids are going to be sneaky, because you're going to look up stuff.
Yeah, you're going to do whatever you want.
But just like how Cardi B was listening to the song WAP, and her parents were these people were attacking her.
Oh no, because she turned it off when her daughter watched it, and they're like, "Why are you putting it out there?"
And she was like, "It's not for my daughter. It's you are the one that shouldn't let your 10-year-old 5-year-old
singing it.
Where those songs, you know, she's like, yeah, I wrote a song because I'm making my money.
And I'm an adult.
You know, I turned it off because my 3-year-old shouldn't be listening to that. That is correct. Your 3-year-old shouldn't be listening to it. So how is that my problem? Yeah, I'm going to look, you know, sing songs about pussy all the time because that's what's making my money. Yeah. So I do think it's the parents' job because, like, the government already controls everything we do.
Literally.
Anyway,
Literally.
so, like...
And
so
they try to control, like, are you 18 or older? Like, just click yes. Like, you know, so it's kind of just, like, you need to tell your kids, like, I mean, they're not going to listen, but you have to tell them, like, you're too young to be
Or if you're curious, talk to me about it. Like, so you know, and then that's, like, that's on the parents' job to, like...
But then you get this, the alternative, like, the parent just being too strict. Like,
okay, our dad is like the strictest parent ever.
Yeah. So we definitely know what that is like. But there's a difference between being crazy strict and being kind of like, okay, you're 8, you shouldn't be watching porn when you're 8. Because that's just like, that can do a lot to a kid's like head. You know what I mean? Or they could even like, because porn teaches kids bad things, because there's always like that rape porn and gang pay. And like people are into that. Right. So when you see that, and then if some man comes and touches you, you could be like, oh, I saw this, you know, and whatever.
I don't think it's shit. I think it's just be able
just talk to your kids. Yeah, talk to your kids. But don't be like, don't ever look up, because they're going to do it anyway. So just teach them like, this is what you need to look for. And that's what I said,
back to our taboo, back to how we were bred. We were always bred like, parents said, no, don't explain it to your kid. And that's where the whole, you know, thing goes up. Because, like, love was a big thing in our house. So it was like, because I said so. Instead of just being like, because
say that part again?
Oh, sorry. We talk fast.
No, you're fine. I just didn't. Yeah, go say it again.
So, in our house, it was because I said so.
Oh,
you know? Okay. So, and that was always a big thing.
Made me cringe. Like, boiled my blood right now.
Because, you know, we were so bred, you know, from our parents' generation, and like, we're the parent, do what we say. Instead of, you know, I'm not saying, you know, we'll be best friends with our kid, but also, like, you're not going to that party. Why? Because it's late. There's this. There's that. You don't have to give a reason because, you know, you're the parent, but talking to your kid, because that just made me want to be like, okay, so you told me no because you're a parent. There's no reason.
And I'm going to do it anyway.
No, I'm going to go find ways around it.
Thought. That's why we became excellent liars and excellent manipulators.
Okay, so I'm curious. So what's like the things that y'all parents like had to put on you, but y'all still did anyway, if y'all feel comfortable with doing it?
Should we talk about our 3-way call?
No, we became so like sneaky. Like it was
a 3-way call.
Okay, so our dad was, like I said,
if y'all feel comfortable,
so we're an open book.
Yeah,
they can't ground us anymore.
I know. I'm still scared to listen.
But we would like, my parents were annoying. Like he wouldn't let us like hang out with our individual friends. So it'd be like, you go to the movies together in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So what we would do, Janelle would be here, Grace would here, I'm here, and then my dad, whoever he'd call, we'd miss that call. And then we'd call each other, put each other on 3-way, so we're in the same room. So when my dad called us...
And this was before FaceTime was really a thing.
Yeah, there was no FaceTime, thank God.
Thank God.
So we'd call and be like, hey, Dad, we're still at the movies or restaurant. He's like, okay, where's Janelle? Oh, I'm right here, Dad. But we're literally all across San Antonio.
We would count to make look like we were like walking up.
Or she's in the bathroom.
Yeah, or also what we used to do is, even not just with each other, but with our friends, we would take like pre-pictures. So, like, say, like, okay, so if I went to my friend's house last weekend, I took a picture. But I took
several.
Yeah, we'll take pictures and change our outfits and everything. And then, say, this week, I'll say, oh, Dad, I'm going to hang out with so-and-so. And then I'll be go do whatever I'm going to do. And then I would send him a picture that I took the week before, pretending that it took me.
Some sneaky-ass people.
Our parents were just so strict. And we had to...
a podcast on that.
No, but it goes back to, like, the communication, like, y'all gonna do whatever y'all want. There's different ways to get around.
Oh yeah.
And I think if y'all, I mean, y'all just said it right. If there was communication, it would have been different.
Because like we would always say, like parents in general back then were feared.
Yeah.
We weren't really, like, we respected them, but it was more feared. Like we were scared to do this, not because I respected you enough to be like, you know what, Mom and Dad know what's best for us. Let's not go to that party. No, it was always like no, with no explanation. So we just. We're scared. Like, do you want to get an ass whooping and grounded? Yeah, my phone would get taken away. But you know what? I'll have a badass time at this party.
Yeah.
It's worth the risk.
Yeah.
I'll be in Austin.
That's why I'm so gonna, like, really implement that, like, with my kids. Is, like, if I say no, it's because of a reason. I'm going to explain why. Because sometimes our parents, like, and we also lived really far, like, Seguin.
Yeah, we live in Seguin.
So, like, when we would want to hang out with our friends in San Antonio, like, sometimes they just wouldn't want to drive. But, like, even with my friends, like, in Seguin, like, if I found a ride, they would still say no. So that was annoying because I was like, you said you didn't want to drive. I'm like, now I found a way. Why can't I go? Because I said so. I was like, you just said I don't want to drive. So I was like, okay, let me find a ride when I would. No. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's why
that goes from the respect. Like, we didn't respect them enough to be like, no, okay, we see that.
Yeah, we try to find a way to still go. And like, it was just
strict parents make for sneaky kids.
Okay.
Right.
100%. That's exactly what's going on right here.
Right, yeah.
What, did you ever get caught? Like anytime?
I forget. Well, not with those, like the big situations, no.
It was always
like this, the ones y'all didn't think about?
Okay, the stupid one.
Okay, so we had, our parents would do like a sneak attack. So whoever,
so it was the worst if it was you.
It always sucked if it was you because there's 3 of us.
That's funny.
So my mom would be, we would in the car. My mom would run and be like, "Can't listen to your phone." And you're a teenager, you're cussing, you're being stupid, and
or talking to boys.
Yeah, and it would suck that you got the phone taken. So the other 2 had time to delete their stuff.
Right.
And
but we would counter-react. And my mom is still to this day not tech savvy. So we would star 69 the phone and just blow it up until she got so annoyed. She's here. She would stop looking through it.
So she wouldn't know what was going on.
No, she would be like this, and she would answer, and then
be like, hello, and then we would hang up, and we'd call again, and we'd call again. And so she would
get so frustrated, she'd be like, here. So sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but it would always suck if you were that one that got snuck up on.
Yeah, it was so funny. We would just go into like delete mode, and then we would go to like, okay, call Kara's phone. Like me and my little sister just like blow it up until she just was like, okay, and she'd get mad, and she would just throw it back, and then we would be safe.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, there's like
y'all had things for everything.
We really did.
Like, because back then, when you're able to use your SIM card, so we'd have this annoying rule that our phones had to be
so annoying.
And our parents were at 9 o'clock, and that would always suck when you were talking to somebody.
Yeah.
If you were dating.
Yeah.
So
it was more embarrassing to say, I have to put my phone on, sir. Like, so I would just be like, oh, I'm going to bed. It's like 8:30. Like, what the fuck?
For me, I would take my SIM card out of my new phone because back then upgrades were like easy to do.
Yeah.
So we had so many other phones, so I would have my SIM card and put in an old phone and put my current phone downstairs and turn it off.
And
face down,
off, so they wouldn't even touch. Or we would put it like in the drawer, and then we would use like the older phone that we had, like whatever,
continue talking,
whatever. And then in the morning when they would go to the restroom, we would sprint back and put the thing, because they would turn it on in the morning. So we would switch the SIM card really fast. Put it back.
It was so dramatic.
That is intense. Like, I literally had the exact opposite. Like, I didn't have to do any of that.
I got to live.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode on the stuff.
No, but your thought process on it, I'm sure it's like,
honestly, we were so young, and we had all these like backup counteraction plans. Like but you had to, because we wanted to like be normal. It was like if we were asking our parents, like, oh, can we go do some cocaine with our friends? Like, no, like we go to the mall.
Yeah.
Like something so little, we're like, why can't we just be normal? So we had to like get these crazy ways to be normal. It's
honestly fun. I'm so happy that the Lord blessed you with 2 sisters. I wouldn't know what to do without my sisters, because like one, we could counter out, like lie with each other, we can pick up on each other, we cover for each other, like it was.
And then when we get in trouble, we can only hang out with each other. Our parents were so strict with our friends, like who we can hang out with. So like we always had our good friends that we would say like, oh,
we're going to Sierra's house, the good friend. But like,
we'd be going somewhere else.
We're going somewhere else.
Fucking party or something.
Yeah.
Right. So like, because they would trust that person, and like they know their parents, blah, blah.
As an adult, thinking about it, it was terrible. Because I remember I would tell my dad I'm going to sleepover, but my ass is a sophomore in high school over in Austin at a college party at Guadalupe UT.
Yeah.
No business being at a college party, but like, if my parents, were just okay with me having parties here with the normal people, I wouldn't go with my sneaky friends to Austin. Because, who knows what would happen? Thank God nothing did.
Do you think if they were more communicative and they let you go out more, do you think that would have gave you more access to, like, do more wilder shit?
No, we did it anyways.
Well, my personality, I told my dad, like, if I wanted to do drugs or got pregnant, I would have done it already.
Yeah. And that is one thing.
That's true.
We all knew was pregnancy was not it.
Yeah.
In high school. Like, that was our biggest thing. But all of us, like, we knew in our heart, like, we are not going to get pregnant.
I would tell my dad, I'm like, I was a good kid. Like, this, when I tell people what I got in trouble for, it's like, what?
Yeah, she got it the worst.
Yeah, well, I was the trial child. I'm the first kid. My high school was like shit, honestly.
It was so bad.
But, it made me the person I am today. But they would have, let us do some stuff. Like, just go into a party. Like, going just normal stuff, we probably would have had, honestly, better communication skills with them. We probably wouldn't have done half the sneaky stuff because we would have already done the partying, so we wouldn't have to be like, Dad, this is the biggest ranch party of the year. I have to go. There's wristbands. Like, it's like...
Well, see, that's what I think. Like, at the end of the day, we were going to do it anyway, so I feel like it would be safer for our parents to know, okay, she's with so-and-so, she was here, rather than them thinking I'm so-and-so's house over there. So if I don't answer my phone, they're going over there and their parents have no idea what's going on. Now, where's my daughter?
I remember telling my dad that, like, if you would just let me go, I wouldn't have to lie.
Oh, yeah. See, my mom she was a little different. Like, she always said, if you're going to do anything, just do it at the house. Just so I know you're good, you're okay. Yeah, she doesn't want me doing it, whatever. I never did anything bad, but like if I was drinking, smoking, anything along that nature, she was like, just always do it at the house. You don't have to worry about a ride home. You don't have to worry about anything else. And I know you're there. I can physically see you. And I think that's where I didn't have to do any of that.
because of all that, it really affected my college years because I didn't have to answer to anybody anymore. So like, I guess I already told my dad, like, I mean, I'm a wild child. Like, I love to get drunk and crazy, but like, I'm not also that type of person to go do something insane. Like I said, you're just lucky. That's my personality. Yeah. But as soon as I got that taste of freedom, because that 9 o'clock put your phone up rule didn't apply to me anymore because I'll be in college, or I could tell my dad I'm here, but I'm and God knows where. And it sucks because like I really wish they weren't as strict because then I wouldn't have to get all that taste while I was in college where I didn't have all that supervision and help. Like how you said your mom said, just do it here so I know you're safe. While they're over here in just again, I'm over here in Austin, doing whatever the heck I was doing and thinking about like, dang, like if I would have done this high school.
Mine was different, totally different.
Yeah.
So, did you live on campus?
I did for a little bit and then I got an apartment.
Okay.
But
that my parents paid for, but then with me, they were like, "You pay your own rent."
Yeah,
I was like, "What?"
I had like 3 different apartments.
No, for real. And I was literally.
That goes back to their parenting.
For real, I was like, you're dropped out, and she still got all of this, and I was like,
I blew up a car because I didn't know water was supposed to be in the radiator,
and then they gave me that car, and I was like, I'm not gonna drive this beat down shit anywhere, like what the fuck. And then she got hilarious. A new car. I got my mom's old car. My little so I do get like the middle child treatment. They're making up
for my shitty high school. I didn't get to do. I didn't go to football games. I didn't go to school dances. I didn't do prom. I didn't go to I didn't have such a shitty high school. Granted, it was brought up on myself in some ways. We don't need to talk about it. But, like, a lot of the stuff, too, though, it's like, I think they did try to make up. Because my high school, I think we were listing off things that happened to me. And I was like, damn, it was shit. It sucked, but again, I was just telling my dad, you're just also lucky. Yeah. I'm such a happy-go-lucky person that should do.
And then, honestly, we would just hang out with each other.
Yeah. I don't need friends.
So, yeah, I was like, literally, we're always like, if I lost every friend in the world, like, I wouldn't care. Because I have my 2 sisters. Yeah. And that's, like, all you need. But
I know, I feel bad for only children.
I know, for real.
That's what was with me and my friends. Like my brothers and sisters, they're older, so it was just me. That's I think where the connection came from because I had no one else to fucking chill with. So it was either them or by myself. So I just chose them. But what do you think like is a closing thing to tell parents or tell kids not to do or to do, or with social media, with OnlyFans, with freaking whatever? Just a quick tip. So we can end
communication. Parents, talk to your kids because they're going to do it anyway. So rather you talk to them, not judge them, because you don't know what the heck's going on with them. That's with social media, with parties, with high school. Just have an open communication without a judgment, like a judgmental eye. Yeah. Because, one child might be, more sensitive than the other. Like, you don't know, but you don't know what's going on with your children. You don't want
a school shooter on your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Go inside their rooms, parents. Yeah, be sneaky. I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, communication, I think is a big thing overall with social media.
I agree. And like just build a relationship. So you want your kid to be able to tell you like, damn, I'm going to get, but respect, tell them like, damn, I'm about to get my ass kicked. But at least I know I can call my mom if I got arrested.
Because I wasn't.
We would call each other before our parents. Yeah. So that's why I want my kid to, just let them know, you could call me, but I'm still going to beat your ass when I see you because you did something wrong. But I'm not going to be like, yeah, your ass in there, like what our parents said. Like,
go hang out with your sister.
Yeah. So just build a relationship and communication.
I got you. I think mine would be just social media. Just take some time away, man. That stuff can pile up on each other. And I think personally, if you take maybe a day or 2 off just to detach yourself from society in general, I think you'll have a more easy lifestyle. But that's my tip. Y'all want to plug anything? Y'all want to say the podcast, your personal Instagram, whatever y'all want to say?
Okay, so you can follow us at DoYouSisPodcast _ at Instagram. We're on Apple, Spotify. Yep. I mean, people use Anchor, Overlook, wherever you can find podcasts. I'm pretty sure we're on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Say something.
And then he's gonna be on ours, so go and check him out on our podcast. Yeah. I guess what my personal is Janelle J Henry, JENYL.
Oh, Kira Henry. I'm just kidding, but yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
This was good. I appreciate y'all coming down.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for sending me the DM because this is always good to network with people.
Yeah,
y'all are freaking bubbly, lovely people. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Doing the podcast is with y'all's podcast is. I think that I personally think it's going to go far just because of the people you are. So, I appreciate y'all coming down. If you're listening right now, YouTube, whatever streaming platform, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank y'all again. We'll see you on the next episode, guys.
Bye.
This is GWeezy11 signing off. Peace.
Bye.